Upon clicking the order, the system navigates to this view. The next step in the workflow is trimming the mode, blocking out wax trimming. The first phase involves trimming the mode. 5 icons are displayed below. The first icon is for model trimming, digital wax up. Adjust the slider for material addition. This tool represents the subtract function. Adjust the slider to reduce volume. The last tool provides the surface smoothing function. Slide to smooth the model. The two configuration parameters below represent radius and height. This refers to the closed-loop boundary operation. This is the model trimming feature. Click to define the trimming area. Drag the mouse to select the region. Click Delete to clear the selection. This is the invert selection function. This allows you to retain the selected region. Invert the selection to the outer region. Click Reset Selection to start over if a mistake is made. This is the hole filling function. Display the antagonist to perform hole filling for both arches. This stage performs the model clipping. The system offers both manual and auto detection options for defining the region. This refers to the manual boundary definition. Click to execute the cut. This is the automatic outlining feature. The last one represents the base configuration module. Configure the base dimensions, including width and wall thickness. Choose your preferred template from the available styles. Moving to the next stage, defining the insertion direction. Define the path of insertion. This is the reset button. This is the undercut angle. The default taper is set to 5. Rotate the view to inspect the model from all angles. Proceed to the next stage to perform automatic undercut compensation. The lower toolbar features 3 essential tools. The first one is the Add, Remove, and Smooth Wax toolset. The functionality here remains consistent with the previous module. The second one is the Wax Relief tool. Click to define the wax relief area. Adjust the relief thickness here. Use the right mouse button to edit boundary nodes. Click Generate. Wax suction cups are utilized for specialized clinical cases. Since this model doesn't require it, we'll remove the relief area. The third feature is for positioning attachments. Select the tooth positions here. Click this icon to place the tooth. Place it in the corresponding position. The green spheres function as scaling controls for resizing the model. The red spheres control the rotation. Right-click to delete the selected component. Once finished, click Next to enter the retention grid interface. Upon clicking the order, the system navigates to this view, respectively: retention grids, major connector, clasps, sculpt, finishing line. We first arrive at the retention grids. Click this button. Here you can choose between edge-drilled retention nets, non-edge-drilled retention nets. This is the window opening function. We can demonstrate the effect of the window opening. This is our window opening effect. Right-click to delete. Below, we can adjust the parameters of the retention net. They are as follows: resin spacing, retention net thickness, distance between holes, hole diameter. We are now going to create the retention net for this model. We can right-click to add or remove points. The last option allows for quick line editing. You can take a look at the effect. We will draw the retention net on the other side next. After finishing, we click Preview. Double left-click to rotate the retention net. Drag the outer circle to rotate. Drag the blue ball in the middle to move the mesh holes. Right-click to exit the rotation mode. Once completed, click Next to enter the major connector interface. Click on the major connector outline. You can start drawing. Right-click to delete. This is the configured major connector outline here. It corresponds to different thicknesses. Select the thickness you need. You can see that the values below are all different. This is our mandibular bar clasp. I can demonstrate it for you. This is the generated bar clasp. We also have two types of bar clasps. We can take a look at the differences between the two. To delete, still right-click the mouse. This is the function for fenestrating the major connector, suitable for hollow designs. This is the middle thickness of the major connector. The one below is the asterisk, asterisk. We're now going to start drawing the major connector. Finished, we can click Next to enter the clasp page. Enter the clasp page. Below are our clasp types. The first one is the flat clasp. It is in the shape of a parallelogram. Here you can see the shape of this clasp. Then right-click to delete it. This is the round clasp. It tapers from thick to thin. You can clearly see its shape. Or right-click to delete it. The third one is thick at both ends and thin in the middle. Right-click to delete it. The last one is thin at both ends and we can choose the desired clasp type according to our own needs. We have the following shortcut keys for adjusting the width and thickness of lines. This shortcut key can adjust the overall width and thickness of the line. This adjusts the overall thickness of the line. This adjusts the overall width of the line. We can also adjust the width and thickness of the line at individual points. This adjusts the thickness at individual points. This adjusts the width at individual points. Let's finish the remaining clasps first. Once finished, click Next. We enter the carving interface. The wax pen here is used in the same way as before. You can use the CTRL key to adjust the pressure of the wax pen. You can use the Shift key to adjust the range of the wax pen. Next, we will carve our model. You can undo the operation steps here. When finished, click Next to proceed to the step of placing the termination line. Our termination line is generated automatically. Let me first demonstrate the types of termination lines for you. You can clearly see that there are two types of termination lines. They have different widths and thicknesses. Next, I'll show you how they work. You can see the contrast between the two termination lines. We'll first create the borderline for this model. After completion, we click Next. We have reached the step of finalizing the model. In this step, we have the carved RPD design and pre-processing. This is the carving function. It allows you to carve the termination line that was just placed. This is the retention pin. We have 4 types of retention pins. You can select one to place. The red dot can be used to adjust the angle of the retention pin. The green dot can be used to adjust its length. The blue dot can be used to adjust its height. The red control point at the bottom can adjust its position. We are now carving the termination line we just placed. The wax knife techniques are the same as before. After finishing, we enter the third small icon. This step is the patterned wax step. We can generate it automatically. Click this automatic selection area. It can generate the patterned wax area we need. You can also modify the selection range by adding or subtracting carving. This icon can delete the patterned wax selection area. Let's regenerate it. modify the patterned wax area. This is the type of patterned wax. We currently have 4 types. This is the density of the patterned wax. You can generate it to see the effect. If the effect is not what you want, you can click the reset button below. Then click Generate. This is our punch-in function. Click this plus sign to add holes. You can adjust the hole diameter here. This is the apply icon. If you don't need it, you can click Undo. Then we click Next. Finally, we place the bracket fulcrums. We can adjust the diameter of the fulcrums here. After completion, we click Next. Press F5 on the keyboard to find where the data is saved.